We're back. It's another brand new edition of Blades TV down here at the Saskatoon Center. I'm thrilled to be here as Kevin Stanfield, and you're thrilled to be here as Jojo Tom, I'm sure?
That is absolutely right, Kevin. Thank you very much. We've got a jam-packed show for you today, and that includes a look behind the door of the locker room when the Blades get their big W.
And also, we'll chat with Connor Chen. He's checking in with the boys to see how their Movember growth is coming in. A chat with Colin Priestner, a very candid one at that, and his wife Alana will be joining us for that one. And then a Blades favorite one-on-one with Nikita Sherbak.
Cannot wait for that. Now, Kevin, where's the stash?
No.
No, absolutely not.
It's not a good look for me.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, we also have the game coming up this weekend, Critters, Pucks, and Paws 2. Now, this is the return of Spot. Owners will be able to bring their animals, come in that end zone over there and hang out. Very special. There'll be specials for slush puppies as well. Can't wait for that. Last year, there were 180 animals that packed the stadium, so we'll be able to take a look at what they said about this year.
Yeah, I mean, that was the coldest day of the year up till that point. Minus 37 and still at 180 owners out. Gotta love pet owners. Here's some footage.
So today we're thrilled to announce that Critters, Pucks, and Paws 2, the return of Spot, is going to be November 22nd when Swift Current comes to town.
Yeah, you know, like last year, to be honest, we didn't know what we were getting into. And then on a bone-chilling temperature day, we had almost 200 pet owners come with their dogs, mostly dogs, some cats, Eunice the pig. But the photos that we have here today speak to the fun that they had and raising money for worthy causes.
Oh, we're really excited to be a part of it again. It was such a success last year, and it just to raise awareness about the Blades and more so the rescues. There's a lot around town that people have never heard of, and they need a lot of food and they need a lot of medical care. So any money or food that we can raise to give to them, it makes a big difference in the dogs' lives. So we're really important to that. We love to give back to the community, and we love being involved with the Blades, because who doesn't love hockey?
It was just such a thrill. The new owners of the Saskatoon Blades bringing on all these new initiatives are just so wonderful, because my husband and I have been supporters of Blades for many years, and I mean, we're not saying anything negative about the old owners, but the new owners have brought a whole new outlook to hockey, and the games are exciting, and actually to be able to take your dog to a hockey game is, I thought, oh, it won't work, but we had such a good time.
It's critical that we get out beyond the walls of the rink and become members of the community and support worthy causes in the community. So it's all part of letting people learn about us and what we're all about and what we stand for. And we hope in return that they come to the rink and enjoy Blades hockey.
Well, here's hoping the weather's milder this year.
Absolutely. You can get tickets for Critters, Pucks, and Paws at any Critters location or right here at the Blades box office. Come out and help raise the woof.
Did you say woof?
Woof, woof. Bark?
This portion of Blades TV is brought to you by CIBC, the official bank of the Blades.
Now, we all love it when the Blades win, right, Kevin?
Absolutely.
Now, I think fans might cheer even harder if they knew what happened in this very locker room after a celebration.
Maybe we can do something about that in our little segment we call The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
All right, the good. Good win, okay. Nikki and net, that's good. Played well. Grammar. Miguel hat trick. Pretty good, but not good enough. Hank, pretty solid game. Oops, that's on camera, sorry. And let's see. I'm gonna give it to Heath. You got a 5. Bad. It's gotta be Gordy. It's gotta be Gordy. Big hit, nice hit, fight, goal, helper. The ugly. Welly? Where's that Welly? Oh, but close. Groupie. No, watching the puck. All right, good win, man.
Well, Bob, he brought it in. I think he used it when he coached in the AHL. And yeah, we have the good, the bad, and the ugly. And it's about the movie The Good, Bad, and Ugly with Clint Eastwood. And the good is usually a player that obviously played really well and usually scored a couple goals. The bad is someone that was hard to play against on our team, so maybe someone that got in a fight or made a good check or was just tenacious all night. And then the ugly is someone that does something a little silly out there, makes it more or less a bad mistake that usually ends up in a goal, or I don't know, something wild like that. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, after each win we get Bob gives out 3 T-shirts, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and it's pretty fun. The good, whoever plays good, and the ugly, it's whoever makes an ugly play, and the bad. You know, I don't even know what it means. Some guys that played good got it, and I'm not sure what happened. Yeah, I got the good the one game, and it was pretty cool. I mean, it's all in fun. The boys laugh about it, and the ugly, I think I got 1 game too for I forget, but yeah, I got chirped pretty good about it, and it's again, it's all in fun.
I don't know, they're both pretty good. I like getting the bad though. I like, you know, being considered the guy that was hard to play against, and the badass kind of. I don't know if you can put that on the field or not. Yeah.
Well, actually, it started in Mississippi when we were down there, and actually our trainer actually came up with it. And it was a neat concept, and you know, again, it's just something for the guys to have fun with. And you know, usually you come in there and you tell the guys good job after a win, but here there's something else. And you know, again, it's just picking guys. It's not always the best player of the night, but it's just somebody that the good is something where somebody does something special and has a big night for them, and then the bad is usually a guy who's physical and blocking shots and just doing a lot of the gritty stuff, maybe getting a fight or something like that. And then the ugly's always usually something funny, either a blooper or you know, just a bonehead play or something like that. Usually we give that to the ugly. Well, it is big. Every place that I've done it, you know, the guys enjoy it, and you know, you have every team does something where they wear a hat or a belt or something like this. It's just something different, and again, we have fun with it. Would like to see us get to do it more, because you only do it after the wins, but you know, again, I think the guys enjoy doing it.
Well, that is a lot of fun. You know, the coaches are working hard to get that W.
And speaking of coaches, let's get a chat and check in with GM and head coach Bob Woods. He's with Ricky McGinty.
Now joined by Blades general manager and head coach Bob Woods. Now, Bob, you're about a couple months into the regular season now. How would you assess your team's performance so far? Probably not as many wins as you were hoping, but what do you think of the team so far?
Well, I think, you know, we've been kind of through some peaks and valleys, and I thought, you know, it wasn't the start we were looking for, but again, I thought the first probably 4 or 5 games were just a chance to really assess what we had, assess the league, and just kind of see where we were sitting. You know, we made a number of changes, all, I believe, upgrades, and, you know, I thought we went on a little bit of a tear there, winning 4 or 5 games, and then we ran into the injury issues with some pretty key guys. Anytime you lose a Slobosian and a Forsberg and a Henry and Thompsons and guys like that, you're going to have your struggles. And again, we're a young group, so you know, there's going to be some growing pains as well. So. But, you know, again, I see improvements in a lot of areas, and especially in some of our young guys, and I think that's the most important thing.
Now, obviously, those young players on the team are the future, and hopefully will be the future for the next few years. With those injuries, how important is it for those guys to step up on this team?
Well, the whole thing is that's an opportunity that they get. You know, they're playing in situations and where probably most 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds wouldn't be in, so you kind of actually are fortunate enough to get to see them in different types of environments and situations. And again, you know, there's going to be mistakes and there's going to be some growing pains, but again, valuable experience for them, which is only going to make them better down the road.
Now, you guys just got back from an Alberta quick little road trip. Unfortunately, weren't able to pick up a win on the road, but how would you look at your team after coming out of that road trip?
Well, I look at the Edmonton game. You know, I didn't think we played that bad. We had only held them to, I think, 31 shots, which against them is pretty good. You know, we lost 7-1, so I think, you know, goaltending was a little bit of an issue. I think Marty would have loved to have had a few of those back, and I thought their young goaltender Day played extremely well. So that was Edmonton. Red Deer, I thought we came out, played really hard. Like the effort that we're kind of looking for right now, and again, just didn't get anything to go our way, and I think we took way too many penalties in the second period, which kind of killed any momentum we gained, and we didn't come out of that one too well. 5-2, I think it ended up, and then I thought the Calgary game, under the circumstances, you know, not having Forsberg and Zajac with the suspension, I thought, you know, our young group actually played really hard against a, you know, rested team. They didn't play the night before, and we were 3-3, so that's never a good situation to be in. But I thought, again, I couldn't ask for much more out of the guys. It was a 2-1 game and probably should have been 2-2. Unfortunate no goal call. But again, we came out of it and ended up losing with the empty net 4-1. So again, nothing in the points that we were looking for, but again, some good experience for some of these guys and to find out some of their capabilities.
Now, obviously, it's a little easier to find positives out of games when you come up with a win. But what are you looking for out of your team in those losses? Is it more important to kind of see how they respond to those games?
Well, I want to see the effort, you know, just a consistent effort. And again, when you have 9 or 10 rookies that we have, you know there's going to be mistakes made. And again, you're just trying to limit them and try to learn from them. You know, we watch a ton of video, and again, they're not making the same mistakes, which is promising, but there's just so much that they have to learn yet. And really, with a lot of these kids, you're starting from the ground up. So, and even some of our returning guys, you know, they've got lots to learn as well. And when you're trying to teach your older guys and your younger guys, you're usually hoping your older guys are the ones doing the things right all the time and setting a good example. And again, we're going through a few growing pains there as well.
Now, enough of looking behind. Let's look ahead to the upcoming week. You play Brandon and Moose Jaw both in the same time, you know, twice in this week. How is those games going to be, you know, playing them that many times within a short amount of time?
Well, Brandon's never going to be easy. They're a very good team, and you know, you look at their depth up front. You know, it's pretty impressive, and you know, their goaltender's been playing very well for them, and their back end is probably one of the better ones we've seen as well. So they're tough, but I actually say the 2 games that we played them this year, you know, I was pretty happy with the effort and just the way the guys competed against a very strong team. And Moose Jaw is a team, you know, I think we split with them now, and you know, they're a team that I think we have to kind of look at their weaknesses and try to take advantage of them and really keep the puck out of their forwards' hand. You know, they're very good on a transition team, so we, you know, I think when we had the troubles with them, we turned the puck up over way too much, and I think probably their defense is probably a little bit of their weakness, where if we can get the pucks deep and go out and work and just try to slow them down a little bit and create turnovers there, I think we have a chance to have success.
All right. Well, thanks, Bob. I know you're a busy man, so thanks for taking the time out of your day to sit down with me. We'll be back with more right after the break.
Oh, hey there. Just hanging out in the corner here. Well, it is Movember, and around this time of year, we see some interesting facial hair on many of the boys out there.
Yeah, now it's for a great cause, men's prostate cancer. You okay with this?
I'm good. I'm absolutely fine. Been working hard.
It still can be rather humorous seeing these boys try and coax out the old soup strainer from the upper lip there. And with more, here's Connor Chan.
All right, so we're here in a very odd place right now with Captain Brett Tovin, and you know, I saw you today earlier, and you know, we had this going, you had the full thing going, but there's not a day that I haven't seen you without facial hair. I think I've only seen you once, and yet it doesn't, and then it just goes back to being like this. So talk about how'd you get this idea?
You know, I tried it a while ago, a couple years ago. I tried it, and when I wasn't growing my facial hair yet, and these guys make fun of me when I shave all the time because I look like a baby face, so I figured I'd try something out. As Nelson just commented there, I figured I'd try something else out, and no, I just figured raising awareness for something, so I figured try something that's going to attract attention, and people will laugh at it, but they know what it's for, so I figured I'd try it out.
All right, we're here with Sam McKechnie. Sam, not a bad mustache for you right now, but in your mind, who's got the best stash on the team right now?
You know, it's definitely Zage. Zajac has the best mustache. Him and Gingrass are probably the 2 best right now.
Probably Welly or Stovey. They both got some deadly mustaches for sure.
So Nick, obviously some of the guys were saying you got the best one, and I don't think he meant that sarcastically. How do you react to that?
Well, I mean, it's just a shot, right? So I mean, I'm not standing over there getting interviewed and he's throwing shots at me. So pretty gutless if you ask me. I think himself, he's just a little bit, you know, jealous. I mean, I'm growing it in, and I told the boys I'm not going to shave it for a year now. So, I mean, if he can make a commitment like that, then you know, he can stop chirping.
How long did it take for you to grow that one that you have right now?
This would be like two or 3 months. Yeah, for sure. You know, I didn't start on November 1, so I like to, you know, it's a Movember year for me. It's that's how I like to play it out.
Who's got the worst mustache or greasiest one in your mind?
Adam Henry for sure. This is not very good at all.
Either Army, that Just for Men thing is not working, and Hank's is pretty bad too, which is Adam Henry, I guess, for people that don't know Hank.
Absolutely Henry. It's absolutely horrid. I don't know what he's doing on the top of his lip there, but I'd definitely go with Henry.
We're here with Adam Henry, is voted by the team greasiest mustache from everybody we talked to today. So Adam, how do you feel about knowing that you got probably the greasiest mustache on the team?
Well, you know, I'm actually happy to hear that because as far as I'm concerned, there's an award for worst mustache on the team, so that's kind of what I'm going for. I know I wasn't going to win the best, so I'm happy to be where I'm at.
How long did it take for you to grow what you have right now on your face?
Well, I'm honest. I started on day 1, so I wasn't cheating or anything. I'm glad I wasn't cheating because if I was cheating and that's all I could produce, that'd be pretty embarrassing. So, but what's it, day 14 now or something like that? So that's what I got.
I'm joined right now by Colin Priestner, managing partner with the Blades, and you brought your managing partner along. This is your lovely wife, Alana.
This is.
So you guys have been here for about a year. You're from Edmonton. Last winter would have been your first Saskatoon winter, yes. I take it. How did that treat you?
Well, it was windy, and it was also fantastic. I thought coming here, I wasn't sure what to expect because I have lots of family from here, but I'd never spent, more than a week here at a time or whatever. But it was awesome. I think there's so many similarities between the two cities. It's just a little bit of a smaller version of Edmonton is what a lot of people like to say. And I think it's a beautiful city on the river, built on the river, just like Edmonton. And the people are extremely friendly and lots of things in common. And I think it was a really easy transition for us.
Well, he says us in that sentence, and I saw you come in with a pretty thick fur-lined coat there, Alana. How are you doing in the winter here?
I'm actually loving the winter here because technically I did move 1 degree south. So I just told everyone we were moving south and left it at that, and it's worked out well. So I had my parka in Edmonton, too.
And I don't mean to take a shot at the wind. I don't mean to take a shot at the wind, but there's not a lot of hill mountainous region to protect that cold, frigid Arctic air from coming in at times. So like when you come into the Saskatoon Center, for example, that door that you come in at the back is like welcome to hell door when the wind tunnel hits you at -40. So I do find the city a bit windy, but that's nothing against it. It's just a fact of nature. So
fair enough. Now I told you this question was coming. What's the best date Colin has taken you on so far here in the city?
Probably to one of my favorite restaurants. There's a little place called Duck Duck Goose Tapas off of Broadway, and that's one of my favorite little spots here. So I like going there. There's so many good restaurants here that we've just kind of like eaten our way through the city. Like we just have not stopped eating since we got here.
Something that's when Steve and I first got here. Someone from a newspaper had interviewed us, and Steve was talking about and you'll remember what I'm talking about in a second. But the newspaper said like, "What are your favorite parts of the food here?" And he goes, "It's been a delicious journey." And if you know Steve Hogle, that's just something he would say. So it has been a delicious journey for us. So
it's been a delicious journey. When you're not eating or at a Blades game, what is your favorite activity in the city?
Well, we've got 2 big dogs, so I'm always out with our dogs hiking around the city, and I love playing tennis, so I play tennis here as well. And there's so many cute little kind of craft fairs on weekends and stuff. Just trying to get to know the city better by going to things like that. So yeah.
Same question.
Oh, what was it again?
What's your favorite activity in the city when you're not at a Blades game or with your big dogs or eating?
Well, those are 3 of the big 4 for me, so I don't know what there's left. But I love this city's got 2 amazing movie theaters. I think the Broadway Theater and the Roxy I think are amazing, and they both have kind of the hard to find films that a cinephile may enjoy, and we really like going to those. And we actually have a date tonight at 9 o'clock to go see a little French film there, being snobs of film as we are. So we can't wait to go see that. So I love the Roxy because it's like there's like the stars up, like the fake stars on the roof. Kind of feels like a little outdoor thing. It's nice.
A nice little evening planned for the Priestners. what we have learned so far, a deliciously windy journey for the Priestners. Hey Joelle! Did you know that the Blades go to over 400 community events per year?
You're a wealth of information, Kevin.
Every now and again, Joelle. Every now and again. Most of the team was in Alberta, but a select few members, the injureds we'll call them, along with some staff members, took part in the Santa Claus parade, and they joined us in the brisk weather.
It was very cold out there, but they did a wonderful job. As well, the Blades like to go and read to kids in schools around the city, as well as lead hockey practices. Our Blair Farthing was there with a report.
The novice Bobcat Warriors are working on their stick handling at practice, and they've got some help from some special coaches.
I mean, it's a good experience. I've never really done anything like this before, and it's good to see all these little kids, all their talent they've got, and hopefully they're going to show me a thing or two about playing hockey.
The Blades showed up at practice to work with some lucky juniors, and the reaction?
It feels kind of surprising and just surprising.
Dex is a fan of Montreal and wants to be like his hockey hero, PK Subban. He's hoping the Blades can help with that.
I like to do crossovers, and I want to work on crossovers and how to play how to play other positions like defense. I'm not really good at defense.
Well, I think it's tremendous for the kids to be able to look up to these players and see what it could be like in 10, 15 years to be a player in that age group. And so I think it's inspirational for the kids, and it just makes it fun for the season. It adds a lot to the year when they have a Blades player come to their practice.
And it wasn't just the kids that were excited, as it meant a lot to the surprise coaches as well.
It makes them real people, right? Like they think of them as these phenomenal hockey players, and they can see that they're good guys, and they're down to earth, and they're giving back to the community. So that's all good.
They're all big hockey fans. They like the Blades, and I think it's a good opportunity for them and for us to be out here today.
So if you're a junior hockey player, be prepared, because you never know when a Blade may show up at your practice, possibly looking to learn a thing or two himself. Blair Farthing, Blades TV.
I just love that. It takes us back to the roots of the game, and you can see where that game takes some of our players, like the Subway Super Series that just breezed through town.
Hey, Joelle! I don't have a follow-up to that whatsoever. Our very own Ricky McGinty got the chance to catch up with one of your favorites from last season, Nikita Sherbak. Sherbs was here suiting up for the Russians.
Now here with former Blades forward Nikita Sherbak. Now, Nikita, your first time back in Saskatoon since being traded to Everett. Now, what was it like coming in here as an opposition?
Awesome, I missed it, guys. I missed it, everyone in Saskatoon, and feel awesome. I was nervous, like already when I named it to WHL, to Team Russia and Subway Super Series. I was nervous. I was like so excited. I was like, can't wait to go to Saskatoon, and yeah, awesome. I missed it, everyone who was with me last year, and yeah, I want to say thank you, everyone.
Now, talk about the game a little bit. You played pretty well. You got a shootout goal there in the end. That was pretty nice. What is it, a little weird hearing boos coming from Saskatoon crowds?
Yeah, like I was really nervous in the shootout. I wasn't know what I do, which move, And yeah, thank you fans who cheered on me when I go and step on the ice in the shootouts. And yeah, it was awesome moments for me. Yeah, and I think I played pretty well, And it's good we win. It was pretty tough, good game, and good game. I like it.
And now I'm sure a lot of people want to know how your life is going since moving to Everett. How are things there? How's it different, and how's playing there?
I don't know, like it's good. It's going good, and everything good. I like it, but I kind of sad. I missed the guys, and I wasn't expect about trades. So, and it's a business, and hockey it's a business, and you have to play where you traded, and good guys in Everett, good team. We win a lot of games now, so I like it.
And now I'm sure lots of people are wondering, you found out about the trade while you were in Montreal for the training camp. How was being in Montreal in one of the most prestigious hockey cities in all the world?
Awesome, and it's crazy. I was shocked, kind of, and it's a very nice organization and good guys in NHL, help me, support me, young guys like Belio, Galchenyuk, Gallagher. And yeah, it's good. It was good camp for me. I was playing like 3 exhibition games, and yeah, it's kind of was good game. And I like it. Montreal, nice city, nice fans, crazy fans too. Like every time sold out.
Now, with this game, there's also the World Juniors coming up that's going to be played in Montreal, and we hope you'll be on Team Russia for that.
Yeah, I hope.
Are you excited for that?
I hope I make it the World Junior, but I think we have group in Toronto, so we will be playing all the games in Toronto because it's like Russia, Czech, and some teams in Toronto. So and finals games in Toronto. So probably I'm not going to Montreal.
Yeah. Well, we wish you the best of luck. We miss you here in Saskatoon, but you were great for us.
I
and we
miss
really
you
hope
guys too. Thank you for everything.
Thank you so much, Makita.
Thank you.
Best of luck with your career.
Thank you.
Now, since we last saw you, the Blades had a great win against Seattle and a tougher road swing through Alberta. Let's take a look at some of the post-game reaction and highlights.
Late getting onto it was McKechnie and Calgary 2 at first. Up the left boards, not out shot. Noje! Johnson turning, made the save. He's now facing the wrong way, and the loose puck will go to Calgary. Blades are going to get a penalty. Opportunity knocks for Calgary, and they win the faceoff. Peterson, right point Thomas, back to Elliot Peterson. 2 Blades on him, but he got it back to Thomas. Left point Connor Rankin, middle of the rink. Here's Thomas, wrist shot, scores! Ben Thomas, and it's 1-0 Calgary. Wide open on the left wing is Garrett Armour, and he'll flip it. Where does it land? At the Calgary blue line, as the Blades will change. Calgary turns it back. Zip has a break up the left wing, to the net, the shot, he scores! Michael Zip, his 3rd of the year, and it's 2-0 Calgary. Right to Henry of Saskatoon, out the left wing, Miette behind the Calgary defense. He's up that left wing, right to the net, the shot, and a terrific save made by Johnson. 4-on-4 rush, Stovin to center, trying to cut off to the right side, then back to the middle, lost the handle. Puck came back to him, and a save by Johnson, now it's in!
Waved off, Brad, waved off because
goalie interference.
Yes.
Left point, Travis Sanheim. Left circle, Virtanen. In front, Vazleyev tied up, trying to find it. He got knocked into the net by the Zip, then flipped it away from him. Couldn't find Vazleyev. Miette stole it into the slot. Backhand scores! Adam Henry! On a loose puck, the Blades jump on it and bury it. They're on the board, trailing 2-1. Lang in there for Calgary as well. Ties up Stovin, then he high sticks him in the face, and there'll be a penalty to Calgary's Chase Lang. Zip with it, got his own rebound. Not sure if it got through. Now another chance, steered over top of the net by McKechnie. Rebound for Calgary, Zip up with it, not out. Henry had it poke checked in. Helgensen's got a breakaway for Calgary. Blue line in, forehand, backhand, scores! Kenton Helgensen, a short-handed goal, and the Hitmen lead. Around behind the goal, comes out on the left wing, fed the line, crew pitch, one-timer fanned on. Vazleyev for Calgary will pass off. Rankin, empty net, gains the red line, but there's a defenseman back. He steps around, he big net drive, scores! Connor Rankin into the...
Hey, we got kind of pissed off after the first period, and that's what we needed to do. We haven't had that kind of fire in us for the last while, and we came out in the third and we started playing the game that we need to play every single night, and the shorthanded goal just kind of shut us down. We had 2 minutes left after that goal to get 2 goals, so it's pretty deflating. But we played well in the third period. We just need to keep going. We got to play with that fire that we played in the third period. I was talking about with the question before. The first game in Edmonton was pretty embarrassing. We didn't have any drive in us, and we weren't playing the way we were supposed to be. And last night in Red Deer, we picked it up a little bit, and it wasn't a terrible game. And tonight, they outshot us pretty badly, but we fought and stuck with it, and we just gotta keep that fire in our bellies going into this weekend. And Swift Current's a good team, so we're gonna need to play like that the whole game.
I thought it was okay. I think the second one, it's one you gotta have for sure, and I think if I make that breakaway save, it's a different story. So I think just got to be a little better in those departments there, but overall not too bad. I'm just kind of keep doing what I did. I just kind of kept it simple out there. I think I was moving a little too much in the Edmonton game, and just tried to simplify it here in Calgary. And I thought that helped. You make some better reads, and you might make that extra save.
I thought the effort was there. With our 3rd and 3 nights and playing against a rested team, I thought our guys give them everything they wanted. And again, I didn't think we got much help from certain people, and it's unfortunate.
Well, that's it. That's another edition of Blades TV. Thanks so much for joining us. And remember, this Saturday, Critters, Pucks and Paws, Part 2.
Come on out, support your local SPCA, support your local shelters in general. Tickets at Critters, tickets also down here at the Blades office itself. We will see you next time.